Hey guys, and welcome back to Core Keeper, and today I'm hoping to expand on the crafting element in particular, as well as some exploration, building a bunch of bridge tiles because I'm going to need them to get beyond these starting areas since there appears to be kind of a giant sort of cave drop-off that you have to get over. So found this cool hidden room here, has a bunch of mushrooms in it. This is the type of thing that I'm typically exploring for because the mushrooms are good for keeping my food up, and they also heal your health, so they're good for combat situations as well. Good to have stuff like that, especially since I don't know how to cook yet in this game. I have to be able to survive somehow. So we're back on the exploration grind here, figuring out where we can get some cool materials to craft with. And I found this big slime stuff up there. I thought this was a boss, I'm not sure though. I heard a bunch of earthquake noises, so I was like, oh, maybe that's... Oh, you saw it jump there? I think there is a boss up there. That thing looks pretty intimidating. Looks like a slime boss, so I think we're just going to avoid that for now, considering I don't even have any combat gear yet other than the slingshot that I found. And I haven't really tested that too much yet, so we're going to ignore that for the moment. And here, I went all the way over to the edge of the map on the right side. Well, the edge of like the main starting area, and I'm going to use these bridge tiles to go across this big gap. It's kind of like a big cave drop-off thing. As you can see, this new area is called the Clay Caves. So I think this should be an interesting area to explore. I think that's pretty cool if there's additional areas beyond the starting area. So I guess we're just getting into some of the exploration that we'll find. I'm trying to figure out how we'll go about this. I guess we'll just start making our way through. New item, clay wall. So I guess that's a different type of wall than the stuff I was going through previously. Obviously, the light-colored stuff is sand, and the other colored stuff, I guess, is just dirt. Picking up some glow tulips here. I started picking them up once I realized that they were giving me gardening points. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of useful. I guess you can eat them too, but they don't seem to give as much health as some other things, so just gonna explore this area in depth and see what the heck we can find here. I assume there might be some more advanced loot. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is to find some, you know, that whole, like, the farther, more dangerous places you go, the more exciting loot you might find. Now, you'll notice I ignored that plant on the bottom there. I thought that plant was, I thought it spawned slimes, but then later I realized it didn't, so I started picking it up in the future, because you can eat it. So, found this cool room here. This one seems to have some boxes in it that probably has some loot, so that's why I'm gonna go in here and get these guys. So, checking these out. And we gonna get anything interesting? Some wood in here, too. What are we going to get? We got some fiber out of that one. It doesn't always tell you what you're getting. Ooh, and then I noticed there's an aggressive spiky slime thing there. So we're going to back the heck up because I don't have a weapon. Well, I do have a weapon, but for some reason I was hesitant about using it at that moment in time. I need to get a little more bold about that. Checking out what I got there. So I decided to I came up with a strategy that rather than fight the thing, I was going to just block it off so I could get these chests that were here, these boxes. So I attempted to box off that slime guy. Mostly because I was afraid if I died, I would lose all my stuff. I didn't really know what was going to happen, so being a little overly cautious here. And it looks like we successfully blocked that guy off with some sand walls. So I guess now we shall take the loot. I was being extra careful there, just in case. What else we got here? Anything? New item, scrap parts. And we got a seed. Scrap parts might be good for repairing broken or damaged tools. Now, this looks like a big slimy area there to the right. Kind of curious what's going on there, but considering I didn't even want to fight that one slime monster, I'm like, well, maybe we shouldn't go there, or maybe we should. Kind of curious now. I don't know. kind of wondering what that area to the right is, though. You can see here the amount I've explored, mostly gone down from my initial entry point into the clay caves, kind of just following the natural areas that were showing themselves. Wasn't trying to force too much digging into these unexplored areas, but I did give it a go here. Although it didn't really seem to be yielding very much, and it was kind of slow going in terms of mining, since I don't have a good pickaxe yet. Found this area. Turns out this is actually part of the area from before, I think, below down there, and then I found out what the earthquake was. Oh my goodness. 91 damage. I almost died. That thing ran me over. I don't know if it's some sort of slime monster. It looked more like a giant larvae. That was pretty freaking scary at the time it happened. That freaked me the heck out. And I was like, yeah, we're getting away from that. We're going away from that because I do not have equipment to fight that properly. I assume that's some sort of boss thing. So that's something we're going to have to come back in the future, I guess, and fight, because I don't know what you do with that. But it tried to run me over, and it was almost successful. I mean, it did run me over. I just didn't die somehow. So got quite lucky there. Wasn't fully expecting that thing to show up and get me. So I decided to build back out across this gap and head back to the area I came from, but through a different spot. So gonna dig through here and see what we can find. With the equipment I currently have, I didn't seem to need a pickaxe to get through this wall, but it seems like some of the other walls would be helped by having a pickaxe you craft. So decided to craft some armor here. You can see I've been setting up the base area at the starting spot a little bit, getting some crafting going. We can make some copper stuff because I have a lot of copper bars now. I've been smelting, so I'm going to craft some copper gear and use that hopefully to finally learn how to do some combat. Probably in the next video, but we're going to get into some combat. Replace this peasant hat. Definitely want to upgrade over a peasant hat. That doesn't sound like a very effective way to be fighting a boss. And then we've got 2 rings of, I think, stone, which give me mining bonuses, which have been pretty helpful, I think. And then we got some fishing rods, too. I haven't tried any fishing yet, so lots of things still to try in this game. I'm really impressed by the amount of content this game has for early access. It feels like a game I could just keep playing and playing. I haven't really felt like I was approaching the end of any sort of content yet. So that's pretty impressive for an early access game. Clearly, they're serious about the development of this game, and I've been putting a lot of time into, adding content. So there's the salvaging thing. I use some scrap metal or scrap parts, I believe, to fix some of my broken stuff. And there's some tools I can build. And base stuff I can build as well. And then the crafting stuff, which we mostly build. The chests are fairly cheap to make. They only cost 5 wood each. And as you can see, I have a lot of wood. So probably should really build more bridge pieces. Bridge tiles, if anything. I'm going to make this cauldron here, because this will allow me to do cooking, which I've really not explored yet too much. I'll try and do a little more of this game. It's going to take some time to get an audience for this game, I think. But, yeah, I've been pretty busy with my other videos, so hopefully soon I can maybe play this game a little more. But I'm kind of investigating, kind of a third game for the channel. I just don't know what it's going to be yet. So, going to try some things and just figure out if this is it or not. So, yeah, I guess that's probably going to do it. So, yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments and what other types of videos I should create, and I will see you guys in the next video.